Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and join us for day 6 in Euro 2020. This is our 9th watch along, I think, if I've added that up right. And today it's the Welsh one more time. We saw them at the weekend, I think it was. I'm losing track of my days. Draw 1-1 against Switzerland, having been behind to the Swiss. So a reasonable point. And today, the Welsh play the Turks, who took a bit of a pasting off the Italians in the first game. So both countries are going to be targeting this one as a potential 3-pointer, aren't they? Let's just bring up the table really quickly before we look at the teams. So Italy at the top are favourites, obviously, with the 3 points. They play Switzerland tonight. So if that game goes to form, the Swiss will be left on 1 point, if that indeed goes to form, which means a win for either Wales or Turkey in this one really is a big one going into the last round of games where the Welsh play the Italians. So it really does feel like if the Welsh can get to 4 points today, there's a possibility. Whereas anything less, is that fair of me to say that? If they're on 2 points going into the last game, you would fear for the Welsh. So let's see if they can get the win today. Let me know if you can see me, hear me loudly and clearly. Say hello in the chat. We'll say some hellos in a second, and we'll have a quick look at the teams before we get into this one. 5 o'clock kickoff over on BBC. As always, get your comments in, have your say, share the knowledge, drive the debate. I'll read the best ones. Get your predictions in for this one as well, and for the group as a whole if you want to. If you are here right now, please hit like wherever you're watching, whichever platform you're on. Hit like, Facebook, Twitter, although I do know most of our subscribers are here on YouTube. So make sure you hit thumbs up there. And with that being said, please hit subscribe if you have not already. 17,317 is the running total. Let's see if we can get a little bit higher during the stream. And we can only do that by you guys hitting the subscribe button. Let's say hello here. Sean, hello. Now, I looked this up because I saw this question come in. So if points are level in the groups, it is head-to-head first. High number of points played among the teams in question. Superior goal difference in the matches played among the teams in question. Goals scored, obviously, they're only going to have played once, so that's not really an issue. Then away goals after that, before it goes to if having applied criteria 1 to 4, matches by the teams in question to determine their final rankings. Oh, my God. Then superior goal difference in all group matches. So it is head-to-head first, Sean. I think that's off the Euro 2020 Wikipedia page. So, never trust the Wikipedia page properly, do you? Hi to Liam, Leeds 2021. Hi to Paddy. Hi to Cod's Vlogs. And Napper's mum. Legendary stuff. Jack. Welcome along. Turkey Masterclass incoming things. Hi to the Rebel, Mr. Radio Floyd. Chris, welcome, matey. Simon, thoughts on my boy heading to the hoops. Simon, we answered this yesterday and I've clipped it out. So if you do want to come back and join us in about 10 minutes, it went up this morning about 8 a.m. It will be on the feed. So I have talked about that. Wales need a result. Italy next. Agreed with that. Alistair, we will talk about Parker, but I need to see the picture of the corner flag on the website first, don't I? More to score, both teams to score. Hopefully a Wales win. Lovely stuff. Alistair says 1-1. Liam says 2-1. We'll get into the teams in a sec. Mark, thoughts on Page switching from a back 3 to a back 2 and changing the system for the tournament? Well, when we go to the teams, we'll realise that this is obviously the plan because he's stuck with it, hasn't he? And not ditched it after the first game. Rock, paper, scissors, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Right, let's get into the teams then. Give me your ones to watch for both Wales and particularly the Turks. We've got a lot of familiar players in the Welsh team, of course. Sorry, I keep playing with my hair. It's drying It's a nightmare. Right, let me make that bigger, as we always end up having to do when we are doing the team. So the Turks, we saw most of these feature against the Italians the other night. Shakir in goal of Trabzonspor retains his place, as does Celik of Lille. The BBC flagged up that Spinazzola did have a good time against Celik down that side, but they were very defensive, weren't they, in that game? Iain comes in for Demiral, the Sassuolo player, in for the Juventus player. Sointu keeps his place of Leicester, as does Merash on the left-hand side and left-back position. Yokuslu, we know he's been on loan at West Brom this season. And interestingly, the Turks have gone with the strategy that they used in the second half rather than the first half, where Çalhanoğlu was moved centrally. Remember, they lost the second half 3-0 and essentially drew the first half 0-0. They certainly weren't as up to it defensively with Çalhanoğlu, the number 10 from Milan, in the centre. So let's see how that plays out today, hopefully for the Welsh in the same way. So it's Çalhanoğlu and Tufan of Fenerbahce either side of Yokuslu. Karaman, right of Düsseldorf, Under, another Leicester player. So two Leicester players in the starting lineup with Yilmaz of Lille up top for the Turks. If you got any ones to watch there, let me know. Ones you thought played well in the first game. There is the bench for the Turks: Bindir, Gunyok, Demiral, Kabak, Mulder, Kaveci, Artukloglu, Antalyali, Kokshu, Tokos, Yazici, who did start the last game. We did see Dervis Soglu as well, the Brentford player, come in later on in the game against the Italians. For the Welsh, they're unchanged, so there's not too much to say here. Ward of Leicester in goal. Across the back, Roberts of Swansea, Metham of Bournemouth, Rodden and Davies, both of Spurs, is the back four. Joe Morrell and Joe Allen. SofaScore got it down as a 4-2-3-1. That would be the idea, but it did end up being Joe Allen sitting with Joe Morrell either side of him. And the idea being that if they can get Ramsey on the ball a bit more, maybe leave Allen and Morrell, Allen of Stoke, Morrell of Luton, back, maybe they can get Ramsey of Juventus on the ball a little bit more. Thanks a lot, SofaScore, for that one. Oh, but they've recoloured the kits. God, I'm glad I took the shot with the previous colours. I can't read the numbers now. Ramsey, as we said, in the 10 position. Let's hope he gets into the 10 position. We'll check the heat maps and see where he actually ends up on the pitch. James, wide left. Can he get a good run at Celik, the right back? And obviously, Gareth Bale. Will he be the key man? He's quite quiet on the weekend's game, wasn't he? Kiefer Moore up top of Cardiff, and on the goal-scoring charts earlier in the tournament, the equalising goal from Big Kiefer. On the bench for the Welsh, Davies, Hennessy, Ampadu, Gunter, Lockyer, Norrington, Davis, Williams, Brooks, Levitt, Roberts, Williams, and Harry Wilson. And one more look at the table tells us that a win for Wales would put them top of the group, with the Italians and the Swiss playing later tonight. Of course, I will be taking a little break and we'll be watching that game, so you can join me for the long haul if you so desire. I hope my hair's going to sort itself out as we go. We'll come to comments in just a sec. You can support via Super Chat, Super Stickers during the stream. Hit that dollar button in the live chat. We'll read out the Super Chats. Great way of leaving a tip if you're enjoying the stream and if you really want to support merchandise. We've got a new URL, benjaminbloommerch.store. You can grab some merchandise there and really be a walk-in bit of marketing for our brand over here in our group of subscribers. T-shirts, hoodies, phone cases, mugs, etc., etc. Make sure you let me know when you bought something and send me a picture, because I don't always check in on how the merch website is doing. Right, let's take a look at your comments, and we are about to kick off in this one. Turkish national anthem. By the way, they're in Azerbaijan, aren't they? So plenty of Turks in the stadium supporting their boys. Welcome to David. Says 2-0 Turkey. Dan James, Bale. And for Turkey, Çalhanoğlu. Let's see if he can have a better game, Çalhanoğlu. He wasn't good against the Italians, was he? Considering he's a Milan player as well. Should have known his opponent there, you think. 2-1 to the Turks as Leeds 2021. Mr. E, welcome along. Devastated after the Russia game. We have not mentioned that it was Finland 0, Russia 1 early on. We'll have a look at that at halftime and talk about that. Let me know your thoughts on the Finland game if you watched. I did not, but I will take a look ahead of the review show tomorrow morning. Turkey leaky, says Mr. Radio Floyd. We will see. Zhao, the natural successor to Ronaldo, right? Out of interest, how are Wales in the Euro? Euros, we'll leave that. Amanda says 3-1 Wales. Keep your comments coming in. Press like. Let's go through these teams one more time as we are just about to kick off. Shakir, Celik, Ayhan, Soyuncu, Merash, Yalkuslu, Tufan, Çalhanoğlu, Under, Karaman, and Yilmaz up top for the Turks. For the Welsh, Ward, Roberts, Metham, Rodden, Davies, Morel, Allen, Ramsey, Bale, James, and Kiefer Moore. And this is the feeling, isn't it, George? Wales need a win with the Italians still to play. The Italians, the favourites to win the group. Big win over the Turks. Mr. Radio Floyd thinks the Welsh might be able to do it. A 2-1 win he is predicting. And it's one of those, isn't it? We don't really know how good the Turks are. Were the Italians really good, or were the Turks really not good? Was it a combination of both? And how does that parlay into today's game? The answer to all of those questions is, I don't know, but I'll be able to tell you a lot more in an hour and a half or so time. And stick with me, and we will keep our eyes on this game. Looking forward to it. Phil, expect Turkey to edge this one. Hope Wales and Bale can mug them, though. Obviously, Wales wearing their yellow away shirt. Turkey are metaphorically the home team with all those fans in there. But they are literally the home team, according to the setup of the tournament as well. David can see a draw. Wales got out of jail last game. They did. And that tends to go one of two ways. They'll do not pass go and go directly straight to jail again, or they'll learn the lessons. They'll try and get Ramsey, Bale on the ball a little bit more, and they won't be going to jail today or having to get out. Let's see if the Welsh can do it. Come on, big Kiefer. Going to bag 2 goals today. Hey, that put him out front, wouldn't it? We got a few on 2, haven't we? Patrick Schick, Cristiano Ronaldo, Romelu Lukaku, some big names on 2. Have I missed someone? Someone else has got 2 goals, haven't they? I'm trying to remember. Robert Page is just ready to set off his stopwatch. And we are about to kick off. Come on, you Welshie boys. I think we're all behind the home nations here, aren't we? Especially when they're not in the same group as England. But yeah, good luck to the Welsh, of course. Simon, well done. Thank you. He's just checked out the Dezelby. Give it a retweet if you fancy Simon. That's my opinions. And plenty of Ipswich fans get involved on the tweet as well. The players take the knee before the game. Both sides do, in fact. And we are off. The Welsh kick off their second game. They have a point. They have the Italians to come. Can they bump themselves up to either 2 or 4 points today? Because we would be a bit concerned if they're going into the last game with the Italians to play and only 1 point. Let's see how the Welsh get on. And they've won it high up the pitch with Kiefer Moore. And we're going to have fun with the back of these Welsh shirts. Impossible to read the numbers, isn't it? Wish me luck, guys. Oh, big one up to Yilmaz in the right-hand channel. Crossed into the box. The Turks have probably done more attacking in the first 40 seconds of this game than they did in the first 70 minutes of the last game. With Yilmaz getting behind and managed to get the cross in. Maybe that's a bit unfair, but exaggerating for effect there, I think. Let me know if you want a time sync at any point and we will get to it. Turkey 0, Wales 0. Obviously, we are a minute in. I'm watching on BBC, so you may be slightly ahead or slightly behind. Probably behind if you're watching on iPlayer or Smart TV. Here is Iain of Sassuolo out to Celik, who the BBC guys thought perhaps Dan James could be targeting. Big header back home by Connor Roberts, who is good in the air, but did get out-jumped by Mbolo for Switzerland in that game at the weekend. Nice turn by Ramsey. He has 4 Turks swarm around him there, and the foul has been given. Free kick to the Welsh. 1 minute 50 gone. Give you a timestamp now if you want to. We're coming up to 2 minutes. I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Sink if you need it. Or if you're ahead, like Alistair seems to be, pause yourself for a few seconds and get everything lined up. Just don't look on Twitter because someone will be ahead of you. There always is someone ahead of you, often a journalist in the stadium as well. Roberts throwing for Welsh. Loops it up in the air. Iain heads that one away. Headed back in by Morel. Roberts gets caught, and it's going to be a free kick to the Welsh. It's a foul by Karaman. Let's take a look at that. Which way has it gone? I'm pretty sure he gave it to Wales, didn't he? Roberts involved early in this game. Are they going to take it short? No, surely it's going to go in the box, isn't it? Free kick to the right-hand side. Bale's up, Ramsey's up, Moore's up, Metham's up. Joe Allen dummies. Dan James swings it in. It's flicked on at the near post by Ben Davies. Nothing doing there. Doesn't get a great contact. There's a message you like to see. Bidhan got a pay rise and he's going to drink and watch football and celebrate. Congratulations, Bidhan, on your pay rise. Well deserved, I'm sure, my friend. Big boot down the ground by Shakir. Nodded away only as far as Yilmaz. Inside it goes to Chahaloglu. He knocks it back to Yilmaz. Helped on into the box. Goes to Fan. He did go down. Nothing doing. Moved the ball quite nicely. The Turks there. Chahanoglu getting involved with Yilmaz. Third man runner. They didn't do any of this in the opening game against Italy. Very, very defensive, weren't they, the Turks? But little bit more intention, I think, to get forward and get some goals. Kiefer Moore has won a free kick off Soyuncu, the Leicester centre-back. Purple Bungalow, evening all. Probably several speeding tickets, but I made it. I can't read that Welsh. That's not a swear word in Welsh, is it? I hope not. Evening, Steve, as well. Come on the Welsh, I hope it says. Rodden into Roberts. Current Swansea player and a former Swansea player. No doubt. Former teammates, of course, the two of them. Here is Ramsey. Forward it goes. Crossed in from the right-hand side from James. Oh, it's poor from Shakir. He chested it down. I thought he'd taken it out for a corner then. But it's a throw-in to the Welsh. Wales forever. There you go. Come on the Welsh. Wales forever. I nearly had it. I think we're going to have a Gareth Bale long throw on here. Certainly going to try and unsettle the Turks. In it comes from Bale. Nice throw. Headed out by Soyuncu. Edge of the box is Davies. Poor ball by him. Although Bale's so quick, he's managed to get it. Bale pokes it through. It's a huge chance for the Welsh. Ramsey! Oh, he should have scored. Oh, he took his sweet time. It was played in beautifully by Bale. And Ramsey was clear behind. He's onside. He's got to take it first with his left foot or playing Kiefer Moore. Oh, he cuts inside, low shot. And Shakir makes the save. It should be 1-0 to the Welsh. Big chance for Aaron Ramsey there. Once he took the first touch, he's let the keeper back in. Didn't obviously want to take it on the left foot. And ends up missing the 1v1. Oof. Let me know your thoughts on that in the chat. Aaron Ramsey, big chance. We said, can they get Ramsey and Bale working? Well, that was Bale combining with Ramsey, and we've seen him score goals from there before, haven't we? We've seen him score goals from there in cup finals before. Aaron Ramsey should have scored. Got a score. How did he not score that? Big chance, crikey, so close. Great start. Good sign. Yeah, good sign that they were able to cut through and create the chance. I agree. If your glass is half full, if your glass is half empty, it's how many more chances like that will there be, and will they be made to pay? Time will tell. Soyuncu, Merash, Yokuslu, Chahanoglu, Shakir down the line, Jelik, Yokuslu, Tufan, Turks keeping the ball, Soyuncu, Iain, Jelik, and it's going to be a Welsh throw. So Wales keep their shape, and the Turks pass right into their hands. There's that chance again. Oh, he opens it up. I'm trying to lip read what he's saying there, Ramsey, but unless it was, I'm sorry, guys, I really should have smacked that one in. You'd have thought as well on the right foot, can you just shape that in the far corner? That's where the space was, wasn't it? Chahanoglu's down. Quick free kick now down the right-hand side. Crossed in. Yilmaz! Oh, just wide. Did it take a deflection? I think the rest pointed for a corner. Open game here. Chances for both teams. There's a foul in the first instance. A clever free kick. Not exactly from the right place, but I applaud the ingenuity. Under Yilmaz, yeah, it just takes a deflection off Chris Mepham. Didn't go far wide even with the deflection. Good game this. 9 gone. Corner for the Turks. Chahanoglu cleared out on the near post. Nodded away again. Tufan. It's broken for James. Nice ball by James. And here come the Welsh with Kiefer Moore. They've got runners. Bale now. Bale coming down the left-hand side. Bale tried to cross it early. Excellent from the Welsh. Really good counter-attack, and far more so today. The big guys are linking up. Robbie Savage said the goal was Luton to Cardiff. Well, we're having more Juventus, Man United and Spurs, or Real Madrid, whatever you want to call Bale, linking up. That was excellent from the Welsh. Let's see how close that deflected shot was from Yilmaz. I think Ward, the keeper, has got that covered. So we'll give Mepham a slap on the back. And it was a really good counter from the Welsh, using their pace, incisive passing as well. Corner. James takes it. It's going to be headed back across. It was a good corner, actually. They've got, was it Rodden? 3 at the back stick. He headed it across. They couldn't get the second contact. Into the channel by Morel for Ramsey, who looks nice and up for it today. And out it goes. Ramsdale to Arsenal. Interesting. I had O'Connell and Berger would be the ones going out of Sheffield United. Could it be Ramsdale? He's in the England squad. What am I drinking today? We're on the soft stuff. We'll have a Peroni later, Mark. What about you, my friend? End-to-end stuff. Love it. Fancy Wales now. Wide open game. Yeah, it's an interesting one because the Turks don't have the same kind of anxiety about the last game that the Welsh do. The Turks will be playing the Swiss in the last game. Still a tricky enough game, but the Turks obviously have 0 points and the Welsh have 1. Does feel like between those 3 underneath the Italians, it's all going to be decided on the last round, isn't it? On Sunday night at 5 p.m. We, of course, will be here. 40 million quid for Ramsdale. Interesting. That'd be a nice profit, wouldn't it? Young English goalkeeper, lots of Premier League experience. Bad start to the season last season, but grew into it and ends it in the England squad after the injury to Dean Henderson. Yilmaz chasing down. Yeah, good call by Ben Davies, who knew that Yilmaz was coming from an offside position. Keep your comments coming in, guys. Lifeblood of these streams for sure. By the way, on social media, give us a follow at Benjamin Bloom on Twitter and Instagram as well. Facebook, we've got a page for the channel. Not necessarily my personal one, but go and give us a follow there. James crosses into the back post. Moore. Oh, he climbed really well. Moore doesn't look happy with himself. Wales are playing well. They're creating some openings. James crossed from the left. Seen Kiefer Moore score them, haven't we? Climbs well. That's a chance, isn't it? Couldn't keep it down. Rob Page holds his head. 2 decent chances for Wales already. And look at that XG, 0.73 already on the XG in 12 minutes. Wales are creating a lot. Can they keep it up? Oh, here come the Turks. Good effort by Under there. Chest down, snap volleys. An excellent game, guys. Really good stuff from both sides. Under chest and volley straight at Ward. If that's in the corner, trouble here. Spins, gets a really nice contact. It's straight at him. I think it would have caught him by surprise if he managed to hook that kind of back a little bit more over his shoulder towards the corner. Ifs, buts, and maybes, obviously taken into account. Sign up on Patreon. Remember, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Get yourself some extra content. Support the channel monthly. Plugging away. Bread and butter for more. Should be a goal. Didn't attack the ball. No, he kind of got caught underneath it, didn't he, David? Agree. Yeah, he was kind of already there. I think if he had been attacking the ball, maybe he could have got over the top of it a little bit more. Prediction 2-1 to the Welsh. Ramsey looking very keen. Yes, indeed. Saving the big stuff for the Belgians. When's that then? Tomorrow. Okay. Although I've got Peroni, haven't I? Got my box of Peroni, and it's the Italians tonight, so it'd probably be rude. Rude not to. Turkey 0, Wales 0, 14-16 on the clock. Wales playing well. Handball there by Yilmaz. Can't get his arm out of the way. Free kick to the Welsh. A quick one from Ramsey. Metham, Roberts goes home to Ward. Roden. Davies. Davies tries to play the channel, deflects back off Under, and it's going to be another goal kick for the Welsh. Hit that thumbs up, absolutely. Ronaldo. Some S-housery from Ronaldo with the Coca-Cola yesterday. I mean, he is right. I got one of them and 2 of them, and I'm drinking the one of them. We'll get on to the good stuff. Ramsey, switch of play from left to right, a bit floaty. Yeah, that makes it easy for Merash to come out and attack and head that one away. Welcome along, Jake. We're all good in the chat as ever. Bale over by the corner flag helps it up the line. They managed to get a crossing actually, cleared, but followed up It's worked across. Davies is up nicely. Here's James, Dan James, left-hand side. Crosses right-footed, headed across by Bale, headed back. Surely it's going to fall. Big handball shout, huge handball shout for the Welsh. The VAR's probably going to have a look at that one. Bale headed it back across. It was just waiting for Moore to just hammer everybody into the goal with him. We'll wait and see the replay. Big handball shout from the Welsh. Let's see whether there's anything in it or whether the ref's going to go to his earpiece in just a second. Oh, they do look likely, the Welsh, don't they? They really, really do. Bale up on the back post. It's all clicking. Can they stick the ball in the net, Welsh? They are far the more likely at the moment. Let's hope they can keep it up. And let's hope the BBC can get us a replay of that. A bit late to the stream. Kind of feeling the Turks have been a bit underwhelming. Agree, Sam. Yeah. Agree. See if the Welsh can capitalise on that. How? What? As in, how has that not gone in? You thought Bale was just going to head it across and Kiefer Moore was just going to bundle everyone into the net with him, including the ball. Joe Allen's just having a word with the ref. It's not handball, is it? Soyuncu, it hits his elbow. I don't think his arm's in an unnatural position. His body's in an unnatural position. But I think they've called it right. It does hit his elbow. Soyuncu's just kind of landing down. He's trying to get his balance. He tips up his elbow like that and it hits his arm. So I don't think if the arm was out like that or above the head, I think it would have got given, but close to the arm and just the elbow, I don't think it was in an unnatural position, which overrides it being deliberate, doesn't it, in the penalty box. Go Kiefer. No pen. Turkey, don't look at it. Famous last words. Yeah, right. VAR has been quite good in the Euros so far. A lot of people are saying that. Good to hear, considering how dog's dinner they make of it in the Premier League. Let's hope they can have a look in the Premier League, look back at these games and see that not everything in the whole world is a foul. Not every time a player touches each other is a foul. Not every contact in the box is a foul. And yeah, if you check everything and replay everything in slow motion, everything looks like a foul. Go figure. Here is Chahanoglu. It's one back high up for the Welsh again, who are playing well, I have to say. James down the left. Has he ran that out of play? I don't think he did, but the Turks are going to clear. Good tackle by Dan James. Throw in to Turkey. Fair play. Not been a wrong decision yet. Refereeing has been good, which makes a nice change. Absolutely. Certainly made me hate it in there. But what happened in the Russia game? Let me know. I didn't see it earlier. We'll have a look. But give me your thoughts if anybody watched it. Finland losing to the Russians. And I think we've got three teams stopped on 3 points. Now, don't we, in Group A with the Belgians and the Danes playing tomorrow. If you see me look up there, it's because it's all written on the wall. Wales are playing well, I have to say. We are 20 minutes in. Possession 55-45 in favour of the Welsh, but the expected goals at 0.69 are already for the Welsh. They are creating chances and probably should be in the lead. Didn't miss much. Tongue twister, Iain. Awful game. Wasn't a good one. Normally they're set up for me, Iain, those ones, aren't they? especially after Spain-Sweden the other night. A course from UEFA. Yeah, they should do, shouldn't they? I think. Early goal for us was offside. Weird game. Russia dominated, but Finland got passing at times. Russia was so unbelievably error-prone. The Huddersfield of the Euros. Brilliant. Here comes Dan James down the left-hand side. Look at the pace. In he goes into the box. James crosses it. Looking for more. It's good defending by Iain. Moore really needs to get across the near post there, doesn't he? I know it's not necessarily his game. He's a back post striker, isn't he? And the ball hung up, but it was knocked across the front, wasn't it? Shock horror. Atalanta player does well at Euros. They're the masters, aren't they, at the moment? Soyuncu. Tufan. Big switch of play. Jelic, the right back. Nice looking cross. Lovely cross by Jelic there. Karaman was arriving on the back post. Lovely shape on that. Curling across to the back post. He couldn't quite get on the end of it, but it's a threat we haven't seen from Jelic. Seemed to be just chasing Spinazzola for the whole tournament, hasn't he, so far? And Dan James tonight as well. Good goal in the earlier game. Yeah. One bit of quality. That was it. Wales look good going forward with pace. They do. Yeah. Much improved from... was it Saturday? It was, wasn't it? They played on the Saturday after the Italians and the Swiss played on the Friday night game. We are halfway through the first half. 22:38 on the clock. Turkey 0, Wales 0. Done a little reaction earlier on for you dearly departed fans. The Premier League fixtures are out, so we had a look at our 5 teams for next season. Leeds, Villa, Norwich, Watford and Brentford. Check that out maybe when you get a minute. I know we're here a lot today. Oh, Bale has played it through. Ramsey's clear again. Oh, no. Oh, what a miss. Oh, dear. Bale found Ramsey again, and it's he's got even more time. He's onside. Good call, linesman. Moore's offside, but Ramsey's on. Oh, he's snatched that. It's a terrible finish from Ramsey. Find the corner. Low either side of the goalkeeper, and Aaron Ramsey has missed 2 very, very big chances in this game. Oh, now I'm starting to worry that Wales are going to rack up a XG of about 2.5 and then the Turks are going to go and score with some set play or something. Oh, dear. Ramsey's second big chance. Quality again from Bale. The Turks are letting Bale get into the right-hand side, which is starting position. He comes into the 10 and he's lethal, isn't he, Bale? A genuinely world-class player over his career. But Ramsey should score twice, really, shouldn't he? The XG's gone up to 1.13 now for the Welsh. And we've only played 24 minutes. They need to stick that ball in the back of the net. Look, they're playing well. It's encouraging. But if you're a Welsh fan, you're probably getting those jitters of will you be made to pay? Foul on Yakuslu by Joe Rodon. And also now, Aaron Ramsey, how's his confidence when he next gets into the box and gets a chance? How did he miss? A couple of factors, I think, Amanda. He just had to swivel before he hit the shot. Didn't realise he had as much time as he did. Snatched at it. Whereas if he composes himself and gives himself the half a second more, gets his shoulders around a bit more, he can find that far corner with the low shot, can't he? But he really snatches at it, leaning back. Poor technique over the top of the crossbar. Let me know if your picture is frozen. Oh, we got it back now. Slight concern there. The clock was still ticking. Good heavens. Ramsey of 4 years ago would have scored both of them. Italy didn't score in the first half. No, true. They hadn't these big chances, though. Ramsey and Bale need to switch positions. Turkey look dreadful so far in this tournament. And the pitch is frozen again. Oh, dear. The clock is still ticking. It says 26 minutes and 7 seconds, but we are struggling for a picture from whoever the providers are here. Presumably the BBC just take the feed. I don't know if they've got any editorial privilege. Into the channel it goes. Pictures back, 26-25 if you're keeping up. Dan James. Sorry, was it Dan James? It might have been Ramsey as well, getting into the channel. He's certainly getting more in advance and up with Kiefer Moore today, Ramsey, but his finishing has not been on point at all. Iain stands on the ball. Jellic, the right back, big one into the channel. Easy for Joe Rudden. Davies helps it forward. Moore knocked back in. Joe Allen. Ramsey. Bit of time now. Bale. Bale holds on to it. Bale tries a pretty spectacular diagonal pass there. He's trying to get Dan James in, but wanted to drop it in behind there, and he just fizzed it in too hard. Azerbaijan HD. There are providers tonight. Here is Moore. Big header clear by Soyuncu. And now the Turks have got a counter on. Into the channel it goes. Under down the right-hand side. Touch. Crossing position from Under. He stands his man up. Under into the box. Blocked at source by Ben Davies. And the Turks are going to reset and go again. Yokuslu. Across the pitch it goes. Slid through looking for Yilmaz. Karaman. I think it was intended for Yilmaz. Karaman kind of made the same run and made what looked like an overhit pass look a bit better than perhaps it was, unless it was intended for him all the way along. Anyway, it's a corner for the Turks. Chahanoglu is trying to get the crowd going. And the Turks have an attacking set play down the left. Look out for Soyuncu, obviously of Leicester. Iain's in there as well. Karaman. In it goes. Headed goalwards by Iain, and it's headed off the line. Soyuncu's trying to recycle down the right. He's blocked out. Another corner. Very good header off the goal line there by Luton's Joe Morrell. Iain, do you know what? It's going just wide. But Morrell does the business there and just heads it away. In it goes again and headed off the line again, I think outside the post by Morrell once more on the back post. Ashley Cole was always the master of that, wasn't he? The amount of goals he saved over his career. Chahanoglu lifts in. The clearance falls straight for Ramsey, who beats his man. Little grab there. Would have been a yellow card if Ramsey had gone down. Here goes James, and that's surely going to be a yellow card. Meresh has no intention of playing the ball there whatsoever. Bale, the captain, is having a word. In the first instance, there was a touch. Has he not even given a foul? Oh, my goodness. No, well, that's very, very surprising. James was just barged off the ball. Looked like a clear foul. I was wondering whether it was going to be a yellow card as well. A foul wasn't even given. In the first instance, he let an advantage go, where if Ramsey had gone down, I think it would have been a tug on the shirt, a professional foul, and it would have been a yellow card. Oh, for goodness sake. Really struggling with the picture here. Right, we got it back. In it goes inside. Yilmaz Karaman, and they're going to get it clear. Allen lands on the ball. Bale picks it up. Foul given this time on Aaron Ramsey. Rob Page having a word with the fourth official. Kind of agree with him. I think the TV coverage is struggling. The audio's gone. There we go. Or is it back? 31-18. Hopefully YouTube's all working okay. Free kick to Wales. I think Rodon's going to go long here. And he does down the left-hand side. Moore can't win the header. I think a foul was given. Refs let it carry on. Under takes that out, surely. Yeah, and the flag is up. For a throw-in. Rodon. Keep your comments coming in, guys. The purple patch for the Welsh. Just calming down now, but there's no doubt they should be in front. There's an argument there should be two in front, really, but my point stands. Wales should be in the lead in this game. Yilmaz, two big chances for Aaron Ramsey, both set up by Gareth Bale. Foul on Joe Allen there. And let's just hope the TV feed keeps going. As we'll all have to just watch it on Twitter. Find a journalist to follow. Now, the pitch has gone again. And they've gone to the wide shot now in the back corner of the stadium. God, is that... Oh, it's not the worst view, I guess. Long way from the pitch. Running track around the pitch there. Let me know, guys, in your experience going to football, farthest away you've been from the pitch at a stadium. Those ones where you're just miles back. Watching some dots on a pitch. We apologise for technical issues affecting the coverage. Thank you, BBC. I'm sure it's probably not your fault either, but never mind. Rodon goes back to Ward. Long goal kick. Chahanoglu switches to play left to right. Touch. Drifted in low by Shelik. He had one really good cross earlier. Didn't make that one, though. Here's Soyuncu. West Ham, yeah. Running track around that one originally, wasn't there? Wembley right at the top. Wembley's weird, isn't it? The new Wembley. It feels like when you're up in that top tier, there's another stadium below you, and you're kind of watching from outside the stadium, looking into the stadium. I suppose at least there it's nice and steep, and you're just incredibly high up, aren't you? Oh God, the Newcastle away stand, yeah, 100%. Cheap seats at Wembley. Back row for Rush at the NEC. I once saw AC/DC from the back row of the O2. It was actually a pretty good view, and they had the catwalk and everything. It's a bit different in an arena, isn't it, than a football match? A little bit more enclosed and smaller, isn't it? Newcastle up in the gods. Northampton. Hampden behind the goal. Yeah, I've not been to the London Stadium either. Barcelona. That's another one where it feels like you're outside the stadium, doesn't it? I saw some footage. I think maybe a Chelsea fan. Have they been to Barcelona recently? I can't remember. That was proper outside the stadium type stuff. Turks just have it in midfield. Tufan. Nice touch. Comes out of the centre circle. Drifts it into the front. And Karaman. Yakuslu. Iain. Celik. Good football by the Turks. Jellick crosses in, headed away by Morel, who says, why isn't anyone onto the second ball? He has to go out and chase it himself. Iain, horrible pass, and he's given it to Gareth Bale, the worst guy he could. It's 3-on-2 for the Welsh. Bale driving through. It's a poor decision by Bale. He had Kiefer Moore ahead of him to his left. He had Ramsey arriving. It was the exact guy, apart from maybe Dan James with his pace, but for his quality, it was the exact guy he wanted on the ball, and Bale could not make it pay in the 3 versus 2 there. Disappointing. Let's give Soenchu some credit, but it was 3 versus 2. Looked like a foul there by Joe Allen, not given. Ball still with the Turks, though. Nice switch out to Jellick. Good game, this. Crossed in. Yilmaz loops the header over the bar. Danny Ward jumps up, grabs hold of the top of the bar, as if to say, I got that covered. QPR is the definition of a tight little ground. Nice. Good one for night games, isn't it? Shepherd's Bush, QPR. Go and get some dinner at Westfield beforehand. Wagamama, maybe. Italian. Nando's. Whatever takes your fancy. Just don't park in there. It probably cost you about 25 quid. Jellick, throw in. Gets it back. 37:45 on the clock. Turkey 0, Wales 0. Make sure you hit like in the stream, whichever platform you're watching on, Facebook, Twitter. We know most of you are here on YouTube. Only takes a second. Here comes Yakuslu. Yakuslu, he did well. And as he was running, tried to just poke it out to the right-hand side. Didn't get enough on it. If he had, I think Under was in, wasn't he? Ifs, buts and maybes. Chahanoglu. Nice feet by him. Lovely ball by Chahanoglu. It's really poor touch, though, by Karaman. And now the Welsh have another counter. Ramsey, he's got nobody ahead of him. Ramsey, he's got Connor Roberts sprinting forward down the right. Ramsey plays it into Roberts. Bale's in the box. Roberts clips it in. Oh, dear. They all went near post, and Roberts put it far post. And they do look dangerous on transition here, the Welsh, don't they? They just haven't played the last 2 very well, have they? Particularly the one with Bale and the 3-on-2. And there's the whole problem with the thing, is that Kiefer Moore got left behind. Yakuslu went down, holding his face. Joe Roden, he of many tattoos there. Looks like he's limping a little bit. Poor Roberts. What a good ball, was it? The players are taking a drinks break. I think it's early. What's the time difference across to Azerbaijan? I don't even know what time it is. Is it 6 o'clock here yet? 5:40 here, so probably 7:40 or 8:40 there. Someone will smarten me up. More. Turks win it back with Under. Yakuslu gives it back, though. Allen, nice play. Through the lines to Ramsey. Ramsey. James out on the left. Back to Ramsey. Ramsey. Morel. Ramsey again. Turks have got numbers back now. Little clip in, though. A horrible touch by Joe Allen, who'd made the extra man now. That's what you wanted to see there when you've got that possession high up. Get one of the 2 holding midfielders making a third man run. It's a good little dink over the top, actually, but Allen who played a lovely ball earlier in the move, could not control it, could he? He knows it, just grimaces as he looks. Away, 41 minutes up on the clock. Turkey 0, Wales 0. Ramsey helps it on to Moore. Moore chests it down. Good play by Moore. Strong. Big switch of play. Looking for James. So fast. And Jellick takes the low road and just runs over and sticks it in the stand. Throwing to the Welsh down the left. Davies. Davies to Allen. Morrell. Nice little ping out wide by Morrell. Roberts. Bales come short and deep and narrow. But he pings it in. Ramsey! And finally, Ramsey sticks it in to the back of the net. The most difficult chance of all of them. And Ramsey sticks it in. I'm very, very pleased for him. He's missed 2 one-on-ones, Ramsey. It's brilliant from Bale. Again, Bale comes really, really short. Puts a lovely ball over the top. We said the combination between the two of them was the one. By far the most difficult chance for Ramsey. Chests it down and finishes it first time. It's a great ball. It's a great run. Let's see. Here's the take. And how about that? A superb goal by Aaron Ramsey. Great ball by Bale. And how often do we see that? 2 easy chances, misses them both. Most difficult one, that's brilliant. Chest down, keeper comes, just gets enough on the shot. Doesn't need to be a good shot there. He's made the run, he's done the hard work. Just direct it, guide it into the corner. Rob Page celebrates. The Welsh fans celebrate. Turkey 0, Wales 1. Ramsey, third time, is a charm. Excellent for the Welsh. Big smile for that one. Brilliant stuff. 1-0 goal. Oh, can they hold on to it though? Yilmaz under curls deflected over the bar. As soon as I say that, yeah, typical. Get in. Go on the Welsh. Brilliant run. It's a lovely goal, isn't it? We took down Moore the other day. I didn't. In it goes, caught by Ward. Finally, relief. Ramsey constantly making the runs. Yeah, keep the ball, get to half time. 100%. Go on the Welsh. Let's go to the live league table. Brilliant from Wales. Look at that. Let's flash that up. Wales top of Group B as things stand. And can they hold on? I think they qualify if they hold on in either second or third with 4 points. Great chest control by Ramsey. As I keep saying, the most difficult chance of the 3, and he takes it beautifully. Well done, Ramsey. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. And in the end, he gets his goal. Brilliant stuff. Chelik has the ball at right back. 44:30 on the clock. Wales must get to half-time with the lead. Chahanoglu up the line. In goes the cross from the left. Cut out by Ramsey. And Morrell clips into the channel. Moore's chasing. You'd rather that was Dan James. And Soyuncu plays it out to the left back. It's into the channel for Yilmaz. Surely a shove in the back there. It's a foul by Yilmaz. He pretends he didn't shove Chris Metham in the back. But we all know you did. Unbelievable. Watch still half, went to the toilet, missed the goal. We have got 1 minute of stoppage time, of which we have played 35 seconds. And go on the Welsh. Big clearance by Ward. Moore flicks it on. It's going to go all the way through to Shakir. Here is Soyuncu. Soyuncu inside. Iain. Celik. And the referee brings the half to a close. Turkey 0, Wales 1. The Welsh were knocking on the door. Ramsey should have given the lead, not once, but twice before he eventually did. And strangely, we thought we were just going into sort of half-time mode. Wales looked a couple of times like they could catch the Turks on the counter. They didn't, but at the end of the half, bit of quality from Bale of Real Madrid and Ramsey of Juventus. The hardest chance he had, and of course, he sticks it into the back of the net to put the Welsh top of Group B on the live league table ahead of Italy versus Switzerland. It is Turkey 0, Wales 1. Get your thoughts in the chat. Let's look at the numbers, which I think will be heavily in the Welsh favour. And I think they're going to show us it's probably a deserved lead. Let's bring that up on the main screen. Is that big enough? Let me go a little bit bigger for you. So the XG is gargantuanly in the Welsh favour. 1.68 to 0.39. Obviously, probably 1.67 of that belongs to Aaron Ramsey, doesn't it? But other chances. 7 shots to 6, 2 on target apiece. You've got to look at chance quality, though. And the chance quality for the Welsh has been very, very high, hasn't it? Big chances, 3-0. I think that sums it up, despite the fact Turkey 57% possession, Wales 43%. And as I keep showing you very happily, there is the live league table. Wales 4 points. And even if they lose to Italy, 4 points could be decisive. Look, if it stays like this, the Turks can't catch them. And if the Swiss lose to the Italians tonight, then, well, I mean, Wales will already be guaranteed third place if they win this game. And we do think there may be some finishers in third place with 3 points rather than 4. And the Welsh would be going on to third, 4 points, of course, with 2 games gone. Right. Get your comments in on the first half. I'm going to take 2 minutes right now, but fill the comments up with questions and all of that good stuff. Don't go anywhere, and I will see you back in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere, guys. I mean, you can, but make sure you come back because the stream will be returning in a couple of minutes. If you haven't already and you're not going anywhere, hit subscribe, ring the bell for notifications on the Benjamin Bloom channel, like this stream, keep your comments coming, and if you want, you can give it a share. And what better place to go and share than over on Twitter, where you can find me at Benjamin Bloom. Lots of stuff goes down that feed, and if you ever need to contact me, the DMs are open. Forgive me, it might take a couple of days to get through all of them. At Benjamin Bloom on Twitter. You can also support us over at our Teespring store, www.benjaminbloommerch.store. Don't forget the 2 M's in a row. Buy yourself a t-shirt, a mug, phone case, hoodies, all sorts of good stuff over there. Great way to represent our community over here. If you do get something, make sure you send me a picture over on Twitter, in fact, and I will get that retweeted. You can also support over on Patreon, www.patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. A direct way to support my work here monthly. Get yourself a little bit of extra content each month. And thank you to everybody on Patreon. We really could not have got through what has been happening in the world without you. Before we return, get those comments filled up. questions, topics, etc. And enjoy the rest of the stream. Here we go. And we are back. Welcome back, everybody, to the stream. We are half-time. It is Turkey 0, Wales 1. As things stand, things looking good for the Welsh. Guaranteed third place if things stay the same. And remember, 4 out of 6 third place teams will qualify for the knockout phases. I'm really getting ahead of myself, where third place in A or potentially could be B, F or E. It's a little bit of a lottery as to where you're going to go with your third place rankings. But look, you'd rather be in the hat than not. It's very hard to work out who the Welsh might play. If they were to finish third, could finish second. Still, remember the Swiss have a single point and the Italians tonight. It just depends. Switzerland v Turkey, the last game. But I'm getting very ahead of myself. Now I know Wales need to get over the line in this one. But I think what they've shown us in the first half is that they can win this game. They really, really can. We'll get into your comments in just a sec. Thank you, everybody, in the first half for hitting subscribe. The live subscriber count says 17,324. So it's gone up a few. Thank you very much. Please hit subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. And if you want, you can support via Super Chat. Super stickers, just hit that dollar button next to where you write your comments. Great way to add a tip if you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, absolutely. Smash the like button, please. 100% there. Whoever said that was Tim, wasn't it? Right, let's look at some comments, see what you guys are saying. Fabulous first half commentary. You love to see it. If the Swiss roll over to the Italians, oh dear. Which we think they probably will be without the Swiss roll joke. Great performance by Wales and deserved lead. Agree with that, yeah, 100%. What else are we saying? Chris. Wales have taken the game to Turkey, which they didn't do against the Swiss. Turkey have been a little better than versus Italy, but not much. Frankly, it should be 3-0. 100%. Anil. Excellent. We've got a Turkish fan. Good. As a Turkey fan, we have a big problem in midfield about switching defence to attack because that we can't win anymore. We should fix that. And the Wales goalkeeper was not very good, but we couldn't force him. Great stuff. Thanks for your input, Anil. Please hang around. I think that's the first actual Turkish fan we've had in the chat, isn't it? All been very pro home nations and pro Welsh here, but we like to see both sides of it. Seems like the Turkish left back isn't holding the line. Yeah, the line was all over the place. We had 2 of those, didn't we? Both times where Bale played in Ramsey. But hey, they got in there the second time, didn't they? Be surprised if 4 points wasn't enough to qualify. Me too, Jay. Me too. Surely we're going to get... You're just looking for those groups with multiple draws, aren't you? And see if it works out that way. There's a super sticker. Thank you very, very much, Bits. I'll drink to that, my friend. Keep your comments coming. We can go off-piste during this. Wales playing like champions. You love to see it. We can go a little bit off-piste. Ask anything you want. Now, I think they're just carrying a little piece on England. Looks like they're at St. George's. Doing something on England, who are not in action until Friday night. So a couple more days until we see England again, and it's England versus Scotland. It's going to be great, isn't it? Cannot wait. I say I can't wait. I'll be nervous as hell. Have that horrible feeling. I think they're speaking to Jordan Pickford, who kept a clean sheet in the first game against the Croats. Stephen, sorry, you've asked that before. I didn't mean to answer that one. Wonder if Morel will get his chance in the Luton shirt. Not doing himself any harm, is he? Doing a job at international level, at European Championship level. I'm sure Nathan Jones, another Welshman, will be impressed with how Joe Morel has done. I think he had some injury problems, didn't he, over at Luton to start the season. So, yeah, And Luton's definitely a club trending upwards, isn't it? So, yeah, you'd think he would be able to get in. Bluebird legend, possibly the most exciting game of the Euros so far. What a ball by Bale. Agreed. He tried one of those flat driven ones for James a few minutes before, and I said, oh, he didn't drop it in. And then he kind of proved me wrong by playing exactly the same pass, much straighter. And Ramsey, obviously, it's a great touch by Ramsey, but when the ball is driven in like that, very much harder to defend. If it's floated, you can watch it over and try and get back in position. But just a flat, driven ball in was perfect for Ramsey, who controlled it beautifully and finished off. Not very super. It was super, wasn't it? Jay, if we lose to Scotland, we will never hear the end of it. A loss to France, Portugal would be understandable. Well, and remember, pretty much lining up a game against one of those teams with a win, aren't they? If England do get the win on Friday night, they will be pretty much guaranteed to win Group E, which would face them up. Group D, which would face them up against second place in Group F, which at the moment is France, isn't it? Portugal won by 3, didn't they? Oh, dear. Yeah, so either France, Germany or Portugal, possibly for England, in that round of 16 game, if they can get through. Viva Gareth Bale. Said he had a bad back. You sing the rest. I don't know the words. I'll try, but I echo the sentiment. Have faith, young Benjamin. Vietnam stands with you. From the Vietnamese Fishing Nautical Societal Arena. Easy for you to say. Hopefully seeing a Dewsbury Hall has gone back. Need international players to step up. There you go. Might be an open position for Joe Morrell. Obviously, big shoes to fill because Kiernan Dewsbury Hall was very, very good, wasn't he, in the Championship last season? Just having a word with Steve Clark on the BBC. We are at halftime in Turkey versus Wales. Turkey 0. Wales 1. Get your comments. Get your comments coming. Keep them coming for sure. We'll read out as many as we can. Germany didn't look very creative against France. I wouldn't mind our chances against them, but France and Portugal are very good. All depends now if we get swings and roundabouts in Group F. If we get a situation where, for example, the French have beaten the Germans and the Portuguese have beaten the Hungarians, one of them's going to draw against each other, aren't they? At some point, the Germans and the Portuguese. You know, if the French and the Portuguese draw, and then the Germans beat the Hungarians, everybody's all wrapped up on 4 and 3 points, aren't they? What else are we saying? Our right back deserved a yellow. Anil, hang around, Anil. He's giving us a Turkish point of view here. Deserved yellow card. Referee sleep. Anil, you seem very knowledgeable. How did the Turks turn it around in the second half? Do let me know. There's the words from Supersonic Gin, which I don't think I can read out. But yes, said he had my back. Okay. I'm sure it sounds better when it's sung, but I'll plead the fifth on that one. Even Scotland were better than Turkey. They've struggled, the Turks, haven't they, in this tournament thus far, heading for. Well, they're heading home, basically, the Turks. They'll be out if they lose. No, they won't. No, I'm wrong about that. Sorry. What it does mean is that the Welsh would be guaranteed to finish above the Turks, but the Turks, of course, wouldn't be guaranteed the Turks wouldn't be guaranteed to go home, is what I'm saying, because they'd still be able to catch the Swiss, even if the Swiss... No, they wouldn't, actually. If the Swiss beat the Italians tonight, no, the Turks could then still catch the Italians. Oh, there you go. That's the joy of the old third place ruling, isn't it? Ben, are you going to book a couple of hours in the sensory deprivation tank? Oh, don't. So England v Germany, that being if England win the group, of course, and the Germans then finish second. The Germans could finish third, though, couldn't they? The Germans now need to beat the Portuguese, essentially, to finish second, which they could do, assuming the French are just going to go ahead and beat everybody and win the group. We will find out. Right. Keep your comments coming. We've got a couple of substitutions to talk about. Yazici is on for Tufan. That is a transposition of the substitution in the first game, wasn't it? It was the other way around. Demirel has come on for Yakuslu, so I wonder if they're going three at the back here, the Turks. I'm going to guess that they are, and on my piece of paper, I'm going to stick Demirel in as a third centre back. Yeah. Oh, no, or are they? It doesn't look like they are. I wonder who's going to sit in Yakuslu's position. I think he's a decent defensive midfielder, Yakuslu. I quite liked him for West Brom. So it looks like the system's going to stay fairly similar. Yazici in for Tufan. Demirel. Where has he gone then? He has gone to play centre-back. So where's Iain gone? We just figure out this team shape for the Turks and see what shape they're going to. If they'll give me the wide shot of the pitch on the coverage. If I can't see it, I can't tell you. Welsh, no changes, of course. We'll give you a timestamp if and when you want or need one. I think Iain is going to play the holding midfielder role. And I think Demirel is going to play centre-back. Demirel of Juventus. Someone will check me on that one. Yazici is going to drop into midfield where he will try and give a bit more thrust forward than Tufan did. But let's be honest, there wasn't much thrust from the central midfield. Here's Yilmaz. It's knocked down. Bale gets back to try and clear. It's out with Mayas. Crossed into the back post. Ooh. And I thought Ben Davies had lost Under there. Decent cross that. Curved in to the back stick. Yeah. Davies caught. Oh, no, he's not caught in two minds at all. He tries to head the ball. He does enough to put Under off. Put it that way. Iain's dropped into the number 22, into the central defensive midfield position. And Purdue on soon, possibly. Let's see. Let's see how the game swings. Here come the Welsh, though. Little poke through from Ramsey looking for Bale. James out on the left wing. He's going to cross it in with his right foot. Oh! Bounced in front of Shakir. I think Soyuncu thought it was going out for a goal kick. Shakir didn't think so. And he was probably right, actually. He couldn't take a chance there. Swung back at the last minute. And I suppose sensible goalkeeping by Shakir just to take no chances and put it out. You got to give it to the Turks. They're very good with facial hair and eyebrows. There's a reason we go to the Turkish barbers to get our beards done, isn't it? Shakir has got excellent eyebrows and beard, hasn't he? Brilliant stuff. James with the corner. And it goes to the back post, nodded down, cleared by Iain, who's now playing in midfield. Jahanoglu clips that one long. Easy for Metham on the cover. And Morel, who, as the Luton fans have been pointing out, is having a good game, isn't he? Yazici, who came on, is another Lille player. Lille have three players on the pitch now. Celik, the right back, Yilmaz, the centre forward, and Yazici, who has dropped into the midfield 3 or 5, depending on whether Turkey have or haven't got the ball. And yes, I was right. Demiral does play for Juventus. As we come up 49 minutes. Swung inside by Merash. Jahanoglu. Yazici. Jahanoglu, long range strike, easy for Ward. Kind of dribbles through on the ground. I think Yilmaz thought about trying to just prod his foot at that, see if he could change direction on the shot. Yeah. So Iain can play anywhere down the middle of the pitch by the sounds of it. A goal can do wonders, breed confidence in a team, 100%. They looked pretty confident before the goal, the Welsh, didn't they? So I think it's just affirmed that their good performance, particularly in the first 25 minutes of the first half, I thought they were good. Shakir into Iain of Sassuolo. Soyuncu and another Serie A player. Chahaloglu. Soyuncu again. Wales just sitting back a little bit now as we come up 50 minutes. Welcome along from one Benjamin to another. Smash the like button. Do it. Absolutely. Let's put it up on the ticker. There we go. Hit that thumbs up button. Soyuncu. Merash. Yilmaz. Good header by Yilmaz on. Looking for Karaman. Or Yazici, whoever was making the run, frankly. There is Yazici. And the Welsh have got it on the break. Moore's up with not a lot of support. There's a foul in the centre circle. Chahanoglu is a good player, but he can't tackle, can he? Typical number 10, unless that's unfair. Turkey growing in confidence, slowly but surely. Anil, who's been very good on Turkish stuff for us. Coach doesn't try that. In that match would be a disaster. Here come the Welsh into the box. It was an attempted cutback from Ramsey looking for Kiefer Moore. James had made the run into the 6-yard box. And the Welsh still look dangerous, don't they, on transition? Do you know, they almost look most dangerous when Bale goes short and plays as a sort of number 8. He's such a good player, though, I suppose. Let's be honest. Look at the build of the guy. Probably play any position on the pitch apart from keeper, couldn't he? Corner for the Welsh. Right-footed. In it comes. Punched by Shakir. Ball's bouncing about. Ahan, decent header. And cleared away. Here's Yilmaz. Roden is going to be penalised for a foul there. No, he's not. Looked like a stiff tackle by Roden. Referee lets it go. I stand corrected. Again. Ramsey, lovely little pick out there. Edge of the box here. Driven by Gareth Bale. And he's better than that. Should have hit the target with that. It's a difficult chance, but he doesn't work the keeper. It's a great pick out by Ramsey. Just drills it across the pitch. I think they're expecting the cross. Touched by Bale. Half volley. We've seen him smash those in the top corner a few times. Haven't we? Turkey really underperforming. Yeah, they were in the old Dark Horse category. Is that a Katy Perry song, Dark Horse? Karaman. Merash on the left-hand side. Floats the cross in. Flicked on the near post. Lovely flick by Karaman there on the near post. Great play by he and the left back. They were looking for the runner then. Yilmaz behind. Just drops the cross in. Great play by Karaman. Keeps it moving. And good cover from I think it was Ben Davies, actually, which is exactly what you want the fullback to be, tucked in when the cross comes from the opposite side. Corner for the Turks, back stick, headed back in. Oh, chance, Yilmaz puts it over the top. Best chance of the game for the Turks. And the camera pans to a lot of Turkish fans putting their hands on their heads. Yilmaz, 6-yard box, snatches at it. He could have let it drop as well, couldn't he? He's totally free. It's a flick on by Iain. Completely snatches at it. If he knew how much time he had, he could let that drop a little bit more, turn his body and smack that one into the net. Big chance for the Turks. Best of the game. They've got another attacking throw in Joe Allen. Few chance. What is Yilmaz doing? He just snatches at it, didn't he? Headed clear. Sointu heads down. Good spell by the Turks here, playing well now. Iain. I think it's a free kick over on the right-hand side, which I suspect is going in the box. .55 on the clock. Bit of a worry now for the Welsh. The Turks are just getting into the game, aren't they? Shahanoglu is going to take the free kick from the right-hand side. Danny Ward's just trying to get the line on the edge of the box. Can Shahanoglu find the space? It's a good enough delivery, but 3 Welshmen very keen to get first contact on that set play, and they did. It was Joe Roden. Good defending from the Welsh. Oh, brilliant, Russ. He's got the shirt. Russ has got a match-worn shirt that he was bidding for on eBay. That's great news. Brilliant stuff. Let's get a picture of you wearing it when it arrives, obviously. Corner to the Welsh. Joe Roden just having a long discussion with the referee. Connor Roberts tries to pull him away, stop him arguing. In comes the cross. Did it swing out before it came back in? Or did Iain commit a foul? Let's have a look. Yeah, Iain with a shove on. Connor Roberts. This is the first time 2 animals have played each other at Euros. Turkey and Wales. Nice. Oh, he's going straight in a frame, is it? Nice. Show us the picture on the wall then. Sean, welcome along with a Luton Town badge on there. Be very pleased with Joe Morell's performance in this game. Goal kick. That's not. It's a free kick to the Welsh. Referee's coming to have a word with Danny Ward and telling him that I'm warning you. If you do that again, I will book you. I think it's taking a bit too long with the free kick. But come on, every goalkeeper in world football slows down about 50% once their team's leading, don't they? Ward kicks it down the ground. Moore wins the flick on Bale. Bale knocks it out wide to James. Looks promising. James comes inside, beats his man. Still, James feeds it to Kiefer Moore. Moore knocks it on to Roberts. Roberts gets a bit lucky, beats his man. Roberts crossing position now. Knocks it in low. Oh, the shot's hit straight at the keeper. Oh, and it's cleared. Oh, unlucky Wales. They built up all from the initial knockdown. Oh, Yilmaz has beaten Rodden now. Rodden's got caught. I think he's going to have to foul him. No, he's not. Yilmaz keeps going, hits the shot low. Oh, breathless stuff. Breathless stuff here. Chance for the Welsh. They built up nicely. Roberts got a bit lucky, but then the cutback's good. It's Morell that hits the shot straight at the keeper. And then was the rebound going to go to Kiefer Moore? Fair play. I think it's Demirel gets there first and makes the clearance. And then straight up the other end, Joe Roden totally overcommits on Yilmaz, who gets him down the right-hand side. That's interesting, Sean. We were discussing Morell and whether a good performance in the Euros and the absence of Keane and Dewsbury Hall gets him in the team. We'll see. Sean thinks not. In comes the cross to the near post. Oh, good defending by Soyuncu there. That's a great cross from the left. I think it was Bale who put it in. Excellent from Soyuncu. This is good. Really good stuff from both sides, actually, in the second half. Ding dong, a battle. Now, Bale is going to throw this one in low and inevitably look for Kiefer Moore. He's found him. Oh, Moore knocks it on. That's too easy, wasn't it? The most obvious throw-in in the world, but the Turks couldn't stop it. Here's Bale now. Bale drives into the box. Bale goes down. Penalty! And the Welsh have got a penalty. Bale ran his man, and it was too easy, wasn't it? And it's a penalty to the Welsh. It was the right-back, Celik, who we said at the start, could they target him with Dan James? Well, it was Gareth Bale. Drives into the box. Oh, is he outside? I reckon VAR is going to check that one. Let's have a look. No, it's inside, isn't it? Celik's foot is inside the box. Yeah, it's a penalty, isn't it? Fair call by the ref. And a big chance for the Welsh. They're checking it now. I don't think it's getting overturned. I think it's a penalty. Yilmaz's having a check. And yeah, I think they've got that right, VAR. Penalty to the Welsh. Huge chance now for Wales. And they can guarantee now that they don't finish any lower than third. Bias at the door. Screw it. Come on, Bale. Stick this one in. Gareth Bale. Puffs out his cheeks. Bale focuses. An hour gone. He's taking his time. Here comes Bale. Left-footed. Sutters. Bale has missed it. Oh, no. Oh, it's a dreadful penalty. Oh, he smashed it over the bar of all the people. Oh, no. A hopeless penalty from Gareth Bale. Oh, and Bale. Oh, and he nearly managed to charge down the keeper from the follow-up. Oh, I so hope the Turks don't equalise now. What a shocking penalty. He sees the keeper going the right way, tries to lift it. He's put it miles over the bar. And a world-class player with an awful penalty. Oh, Rob Page, it's not your fault, mate. Oh, God. Wales, do not mess this up now. Come on. Oh, dear. Turkey 0, Wales 1. Bale skies the penalty. And the Turks are not out of this one yet. Here is Merash, the left back. A huge let off for Turkey there. Bale misses the penalty. I think someone's got that in the nether regions, and that looks very, very painful. My sympathies. Merash is arguing about it, but Connor Roberts, yeah, ouch. Look away now. Oh dear. The penalty was missed. Not good. Not good at all. Steve says that will turn the game. I hope it doesn't. Corner for the Turks. Oh, it's headed down. It was Iain and saved by Danny Ward. I just hope that doesn't lift the Turks now. Sean wants to draw anyway as an Italy fan. Iain just got the header on that. It was going to be really hard to score unless he could really bullet it towards one of the corners. He's kind of crouching down for the header. Oh, dear. I don't want to look, but I'm going to at the Welsh XG now because it's going to be massive. 2.65 expected goals created by Wales in this game now. Oh, no. Turkey attacking down the right. They're inside the box. Oh, don't touch him. Yilmaz gets a touch and it drifts out. It's going to be a goal kick. I think it's Under down the right-hand side doing the work. Oh, no. Just been told to be quiet. I blame Ben for getting too excited. Oh, no, I just hope we're not blaming Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale, brilliant to set up the first goal, but he wins the penalty, takes the penalty, and he skies it over the bar. Look, Aaron Ramsey came back in the first half from missing 2 big chances. There's the VAR output. Yeah, it's well inside the box, isn't it? 1 foot on the line, 1 foot well inside. So good call by the VAR. Definite penalty, but it doesn't matter because the penalty was smashed over the crossbar. Well done to the officials in this game. They've got everything right, give or take. I thought that challenge on Dan James from Merash, I thought that should have been a foul, but otherwise, ref's been very good and the VAR good as well. Here come the Turks again. Under was cutting inside. Iain playing deep midfield now. Switch to Merash. Good header down. Yilmaz in the box. Yilmaz, nice floated ball. That's a superb header by Ben Davies away. And a good foul won, let's just say, by Dan James. Gets his body in the way and draws the foul. Oh, but the Turks are sensing something after that missed penalty, aren't they? Rob Page is sat with his back to the game in the dugout, just discussing strategy with his staff. Does he now go defensive now that penalty's been missed? Stick some... the answer's Ampadu, I think, but let's see. Let's just look at the bench quickly. Ampadu's the one who could come in as a centre-half, but step out as well. Norrington Davies, a full-back of quality on the bench. Tom Lockyer as well, if he wants to just stick an out-and-out another centre-half in there as well. Joe Allen down the left trying to draw a foul. He wins a throw-in. Let me know, what would you do if you were Rob Page now? Do you go to a 3? Do you sacrifice? It would have to be one of the central midfielders. Maybe it would be Joe Allen, possibly. Probably the best passer, but the least mobile of the 3 in the middle there. Wales win a corner, though. Ben Davies doing well. Remember as well, if they did bring Reece Norrington Davies in, they could tuck Ben Davies in as a left-sided centre-back. He wouldn't be out of position there, would he? And go to a 3 in that way. Who knows? Or do you, in the words of the beautiful South, carry on regardless? Go for Ampadu, maybe. Wouldn't go defensive. Turkey weak at the back. That's a good point. Corner swung in, but I think some pushing and some pulling there. It's getting tense now. Feels like knockout already, but it's not, is it? Turkey 0, Wales 1. Gareth Bale missing a penalty. Shakir takes the goal kick long. Flicked on by Karaman. Yilmaz chasing. Yilmaz has fouled Connor Roberts. Connor Roberts has got drawing a foul down to a T, and Yilmaz has got the I didn't touch him ref look down to a T. Either way, free kick to the Welsh. 67-44 on the clock. Keep your comments coming. Keep your thoughts coming. Robert Page has not made the change yet. I'm sure he's thinking long and hard about it. Chahanoglu flips it against the ref. Drop ball, which Iain's going to receive. Seems to have been far more instances of the ball hitting the ref since they brought that drop ball in. Would you agree? Never remember the ball hitting the ref. Very, very rare. Here is Demiral at the back for Turkey. 68:30 on the clock. Demiral, good ball through the lines there from the Juventus man. Çalhanoğlu in a dangerous position. Tries to thread it through Çalhanoğlu. I tell you what, Ben Davies at left back about 5 times now has covered inside at centre back. He's had a good game, hasn't he? The left back, the Spurs player. Bale drives forward, gives it away. Merash has gone down. There's a foul now on Yazici as we come up 69-12 on the clock. Turkey looking dangerous. Merash takes one look at the doctor and says, I'm done. So we're going to see a change at left back, probably for the Turks now. Merash is definitely going off. The Le Havre left back. Demiral to Celik, who's had a tough tournament, hasn't he? Down the right-hand side it goes. Oh, nice ball in field. Lovely back heel by Yazici. Yilmaz, Karaman's open. Yilmaz to Karaman, left-hand side of the box. Karaman holds it up. 4 in the box for the Turks. Can he get it over? Stands up Connor Roberts. Knocked back Soyuncu in the crossing position. Not a great ball by Soyuncu. Floats it to the back post. It's still bobbling around the box. Yilmaz heads it goalwards. Danny Ward makes the catch and falls to his knees. Just to kill a little bit more time. 70 gone now. Here's Bale down the right-hand side. Willing runner ahead is Ramsey again. Ramsey, 2 in the box. Oh, Bale now. It's opened up. Bale, he tries to beat his man. Touch too many. Oh, dear. Kiefer Moore was in there. Bale, you just thought touch. Hit it first time, left-footed, and he didn't. Tried to beat his man instead. Çalhanoğlu is trying to do exactly the same thing. Good play by him. Knocks it into Under. And we are about to see Mulder. I think it's going to come on at left back for the Turks very, very soon. Here's Soyuncu. Turkey 0, Wales 1. Yilmaz. Çalhanoğlu. Under. Trying to work it out wide to Celik. Celik, nice looking cross. 2 players go down at the back post. Karaman for the Turks. Roberts again. Roberts wins the foul again. So on comes Mulder. Number 25 for Merash, which we thought was going to happen. Mulder, don't think he's going to play on his natural side. Says right back here for Sassuolo. And as a few of you predicted in the chat, Ampadu for Allen. Now, will Ampadu come in as a 3? Or will he sit in midfield and just drop into the centre-back position? We'll have a look. You can often tell a lot by the starting position. No, he's going to sit in front of the back 4, but I assume in a very different fashion to Joe Allen, who's going to get it, give it, get it, give it. I assume Ampadu's going to stop it. Oh, ouch. Kiefer Moore has got a bloody nose, courtesy of Soyuncu. Oh, I think it was his knee, actually. Soyuncu definitely leaving one on Kiefer Moore there. And a bloody nose for Moore, who's all smiles. Soyuncu, who looks like a Disney villain at the moment. So into chatting away with the referee. Looks like a foul to me. Clumsy at worst. I know it says in the rules endangering opponent. But I don't think he's going to get a booking for that. Rob Page, tight close-up of his face on the coverage. Looks a little bit nervous. Right, Dervis Soglu of Brentford has come on for Karaman. Dervis Soglu on loan to Galatasaray for all season, was it? Or was it just the second half? I don't recall. Moore goes in where it hurts. Kiefer Moore's a warrior. No, Kiefer. So Wales stick with the same shape, but Ampadu in for Allen. Just a bit of a more defensive-minded player. Bit more of a physicality and a mobility as well. Ball's played into the box. Yilmaz is on his backside again. And it sounds like the COO is gone from Norwich or going at the end of the... Oh, that's interesting. Is that Dubai Canary? Is that to do with the sponsorship stuff? Has he been made an example of here? Interesting. In comes the corner from the Turks. Out it goes. Under's going to recycle left-footed. Up in the air. Good play by Bale to just hook it out for a throw-in. Turks really pushing now. Mulder, who's playing down the left. It says on transfer mark he's a right back, so I think he's playing on the wrong side. If their information is correct. Here is Chahanoglu. Yilmaz. Getting quite deep now, Wales. Distance from defence to midfield is pretty non-existent. Don't get too deep and defensive, Wales. You'll be defending for the entire 15 minutes and never get out. Iain, Demiral, Soyuncu. The entire game is now being played in the Welsh half, which is concerning, with about 13 and a half plus stoppage time to go. Remember, Big Kiefer went down with a bloody nose, didn't he? We've had a load of substitutions and a penalty as well. So you can assume 4 or 5 minutes straight away, can't you? Connor Roberts, huge throw down the line. And we think we're going to get Rafa back, do we, Frank? In at Everton. Interesting. Turkey getting desperate now. Liam, disappointed with Turkey. Not been great, have they? Long one into the box. And Ward lets it go. Under very kindly spots the ball for Danny Ward. Yeah, good discussion here in the chat. This could be it for the Turks, being they did lose 3 to the Italians. Would have to be a very big win over the Swiss if they are going to progress in this tournament. More great feet. Good ball out wide. Here's Dan James. James comes inside. James hits the shot low. Easy for Shakir in goal. And I mean, Jay's right in the chat, isn't he? This result would guarantee Wales finish above Turkey. That's the one guarantee of this result, which would mean Wales are guaranteed minimum 3rd place. And we think, well, there's a lot of guessing going on, but we're going to find out loads more in the next couple of days. We think 4 points is probably going to be enough, that there'll be a couple of 3rd place teams. It only needs to be 2, finish with 3 or less, don't we? thrown down the line by the Welsh. Yazici, it's given away now. Can they counter with Bale? Connor Roberts has made a great run and he's found Roberts now down the right-hand side. Touch, waits for support. Roberts knocks it inside. Ramsey, good feet. Clipped up to the back post. More! Oh, good header. It was Bale, sorry. I think they probably would have hoped it was more. I think I was half hoping it would be more, but good cross by Ramsey. Bale arriving, heads it down. It's right at the keeper, and he just goes to the ground and makes the save. Doesn't find either corner of the goal, unfortunately, for the Welsh. Yilmaz knocks it off. High up the pitch. Oh, now Mulder's in. Great tackle. I think it was Aaron Ramsey, actually. It was a brilliant tackle by Ramsey on the cover. Completely overloaded there. And, I mean, in deference to Connor Roberts, the right back there, I think he'd been dragged inside, hadn't he? Ramsey back on the cover. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect tackle there. Although Sean does point out, if he gets the first touch closer to him, we're in either shot on goal or penalty mode there, aren't we? But he didn't. And well played, Ramsey. Brilliant. Ramsey's improved during this game, hasn't he? After missing those chances early. That lovely cross for Bale a minute ago. Obviously, the goal and that tackle. What more could you want from a box-to-box midfield player than a goal-saving tackle, scoring the goal up the other end, setting up a big chance for one of your teammates? Well in Ramsey. Brilliant Ramsey. Great defending. Down the line it goes and out it goes. I know how many times I've said this, but you really sound like Clive Tills. I'll tell you as a compliment, considering what a great career he's had. Iain, we are coming up 81 minutes. I just wonder where the page might bring in some fresh legs up the top end. Just to avert tiredness. Chahanoglu was in the 10 there and he couldn't pierce the defence. Here come the Welsh on the break. There's something there for them on the counter. Dan James versus Demirel. Demirel does well. It's a heavy touch by James, and Demirel tries to shepherd it out, plays it against James, gets a bit lucky, plays it into Shakir. Nerves are setting in a little bit now, aren't they just? Come on, Wallabies. Does look like an Australia rugby kit, doesn't it? Clipped over for Yilmaz to chase. Well played, Metham. Digging the ribs from Yilmaz there. He's definitely getting frustrated, the Turkish captain. And he's more experienced than the Wales centre-halves. He can't let them, or they can't let him S-house them into giving away a penalty or a red card or something like that. Another fabulously handsome substitute is coming on for the Turks. Number 21, Kaveci is going to be coming on. Under is coming off. And on comes Kaveci, number 21 of... How quickly can I do this on the other screen? Fenerbahce. So he plays in the Super League in Turkey. Am I allowed to say Super League? Here is Soyuncu, 82 on the clock now. Mulder inside to Kaveci. First touch for him. Iain clips it across to Mulder, the sub left back. Chest control, floats it in on the half volley. Wales clear, chested down on the edge of the box and hoofed away. Go on, Kiefer, win it. Moore versus Soyuncu, and Soyuncu's going to win a free kick. Or no, the advantage has gone. Here is Kaveci out to Shelik. A little back heel there. And the Welsh get it clear. Poor old Kiefer, he's done it. He's going through the motions to try and chase that. He knows he's not going to get it. And it's a throw-in down the right. Very open now. You've got a very nothing to lose mentality now for the Turks. They just need to score. Aaron Ramsey is going off. Good performance by him. Probably should have had 2 goals instead of 1, or maybe even 3. But we've seen a great last-ditch tackle. He's created chances. He's scored a goal. Harry Wilson is coming on for Ramsey. That's an interesting one. That's quite brave from Rob Page, actually, isn't it? What do you think of that substitution? Because now Wales are going to end the game with James, Wilson, Bale, and Moore all on. I'm sure they won't finish the game with all 4 of those guys on. I'm sure we'll see a defender come in. But they're all on at the moment. Just ready to counter-attack now in a 4-5-1 shape. As the Turks throw everything at the Welsh to try and get the equaliser. Remember, the Turks will have no points and a -4 goal difference. So they would need to win their last game by a fair few goals against the Swiss to even tie with someone or anybody. Right, let's see if the Welsh can catch them now. Wilson, Moore. Moore, brilliant, draws the foul. Well done, Big Keith. Remember, Wilson and Moore were teammates this season. Obviously, Wilson will go back to Liverpool after his loan, but they played together for Cardiff this season. Ramsey just getting his congratulations from the bench and the staff. Good performance by Ramsey. He gave much more to the Welsh today than he did at the weekend, didn't he? Constantly running past Kiefer Moore, which is what we wanted to see. We wanted to see him go box to box, and he has. Lobbed forward for Bale, who gets ahead on it, but it's straight out. 86-07. Can the Welsh hold out and get on to 4 points? And I think they're going to qualify if they can. They want to tempt fate. If everything stays the same, Wales win the game. Can they hold out for another 3.5 minutes plus the stoppage time? Mulder, good ball up the line. Çalhanoğlu tries to cross it, cut out at source by Mepham. Çalhanoğlu, I think, is going to try and take the corner quickly. Wake up, Wales. Çalhanoğlu with the corner from the left-hand side is going to swing it in with the right foot. The number 10 from AC Milan, headed goalwards. Oh, it's a chance. It's a good save by Ward. Demiral got a good climb there and a good header. Ward to his left. I think the save's fairly routine, but nerves at this time. Just get it out. More big header, clear. And can Wilson, it's James. Oh, James has run his man now. There's a big counter on for the Welsh. James, there's a man over in the middle. James puts the cross in. Oh, and it's over his head. Oh, why didn't he roll it along the floor, Dan James? Harry Wilson had made the run. James did absolutely fantastically well. He just needs to roll this into the middle. And it's an easy chance for Harry Wilson. And he pings it across the box. Bale and Moore were arriving. Wilson laments the cross being high and not low. Oh, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to. If they don't win this game, Wales, they've had chance enough to win 2 games, honestly, haven't they? Çalhanoğlu to Iain. 88.05 on the clock. Here is Celik. Celik. Outside it goes and down the line to Yazici. Yazici knocks it back. Demiral That's sliced, and that's going to go straight through to Danny Ward, who can pick that up. Surely that's not a back pass. Yilmaz is going to clatter someone before this game finishes, isn't he? Oh, dear. Turkish fan there, or Turkish fans looking very glum. We expected better from the Turks. They're as good as done. If they lose this game, would take a miraculous turn of events. More battling with Soyuncu. Soyuncu plays him well. Again, 1 more minute of normal time. 89 up on the clock. And then stoppage time for the Welsh. The ball fed through, and it's too much on it. And Ward grabs it, falls down. Come on, Danny, kill another 20 seconds. There's the save again from Demiral's header. As I say, it's a routine save, but with nerves and the stakes now at the end of this game. Things get a little bit more difficult than they look, don't they? Here is Yilmaz. The shot's deflected. Yilmaz. Oh, there's a great header in there. Really brave defending there. The ball deflected and it went loose. And I told you Yilmaz was going to lose it before the end of the game, didn't I? Yilmaz has just lost it now. He's been bubbling up for about 10 minutes. Ben Davies has completely lost it now. We've got a Royal Rumble scene here. Chris Mepham's lost it. Come on, Wales. Calm down. Calm down. Oh, somebody's gone down, holding their head. Absolute chaos now. Oh, dear. We said before it happened, Yilmaz is going to lose it, didn't we? Yilmaz is screaming in Ben Davies' face still now. Mepham went crazy. Ward was trying to calm everybody down. Where are the captains? Davies and Yilmaz are getting called over. Bale is the captain, but the ref seems to be waving him away. Harry Wilson's chipping in. This is all going to add to the stoppage time. I suspect we'll see a couple of yellow cards, and VAR will be looking at things. Chris Mepham has talked himself into the book. Ben Davies has been booked. Yilmaz has been booked. The referee, like all of us watching, are probably fed up with this, just saying, calm down. And what's been forgotten is there was a great headed clearance. Rodden just stuck his head in there where it hurts. I think he had, to be fair, I think he got Yilmaz's hand rather than any kind of boot in the face or anything. And then God knows what happened next. Yilmaz tapping his face. So it's really silly from Ben Davies, who did shove Yilmaz over. And Purdue tells him, calm down, you're going to get red carded. Remember, the general standard is push, yellow card, strike, however hard, red card. So the referee is just checking. It's a good, strong referee, and actually he just seemed completely fed up with all of it. But I suspect, I mean, you tell me how long you think this is going to go now, guys. We're +4 on the stoppage time, but surely we're on 92. We're going to go up to 96. Chahanoglu has also been yellow carded. I think that was the shove. And we saw one of the Welsh players taking a dive for that one, didn't we? Ben Davies, yeah, they're just flashing up all the yellow cards now. We knew that Davies had been booked, and Chris Mepham, obviously, as well. Referee went bang, bang, bang. You're all booked. Grow up. Chahanoglu, he tried to switch the play. Mulder was in down the left. Good block again. Now, Davies, they've won it high up. Switch the play. Go on. He switches it out to Bale. Wales on the counter. Connor Roberts is arriving. It's played through Wilson. Wilson! Oh, no. It's well saved, but they've won the corner. Wales must have had about 5 against 4 here. Wilson touch. And that's very good defending by Celik, who I've been quite harsh on. So we'll give him some praise there. Wales need to keep calm, get the job done. Lovely Turkish called Yilmaz. Yeah, nice. This is going off at the final whistle. Keep your eyes on Yilmaz. We got another sub about to happen. Who's coming off? Dan James is coming off. Nico Williams is coming on. The Turkish losing their rag a little bit now. Williams, obviously a centre half, I think, for Liverpool. Wales are going to take this corner short. Ben having a Tom Hanks moment shouting, Wilson. Wilson. Bale's run the corner into the box. Bale, good effort with the outside of the foot. Moore, chest it down. Moore deflected. Oh, just wide. Oh. It is going to be so gutting if Wales concede an equaliser. They really deserve to win this game. Sorry, touch wood, whatever. I don't want to tempt fate. Moore, the shot deflected wide. It's another corner. We're over the 94 minutes stoppage time, but we think we're going to go up 96-7. Right back, Williams. Thank you, Liam. Come on, Wales. Ice cool now. Yeah, very, very much. Bale's taken the same move. Dribbles into the box. Bale squares it back. Oh, and they've scored, and it's 2-0 to the Welsh. Connor Roberts. And they deserve to win this game. And deep into stoppage time, Wales get the second. Wales are 2-0 up against the Turks. They're going to go up to 4 points. Well played, Wales. Turkey 0, Wales 2. You love to see it. Well done, Wales. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Bale, he took that corner a minute ago, just took on his man, runs it into the box. Bales makes some kind of amends. He runs across the box like that. Connor Roberts sticks it in. Turkey 0, Wales 2. Good performance by Wales. They've deserved to win this. I was getting more and more nervous. Go on, Rob Page. Look at the bench. They deserve that celebration. Well played, the Welsh. A thoroughly, thoroughly deserved win. Brilliant stuff. And the chat goes mad. Excellent stuff. And I think made hard work of it. Well deserved. My nerves were shot. Well done, Wales. And I think we're going to get a kickoff. And that's all she wrote. Why did they let Bale carry the ball twice? They just lost their concentration, haven't they? The Turks now, they're all arguing with the referee. We're going to get kickoff and not much else. Iain and the referee are deep in debate or argument. The Welsh fans celebrate a really deserved win. Let me bring up their XG, which must be gargantuanly big now. 3.7 expected goals for Wales. And the final whistle has gone. They did make hard work of it, the Welsh. Aaron Ramsey missed 2 big chances in the first half. They led at half-time 1-0. Gareth Bale missed a penalty. Oh, they counter-attack after counter-attack. In the end, in stoppage time, Connor Roberts from a Gareth Bale assist. A thoroughly deserved win. Turkey 0, Wales 2. Well played, Wales. I'll give it one of that. That's a great performance as Page and Gunez shake hands on the touchline. Guys, I've only got about 50 minutes. Anil, thanks for the stream. Now we can go away and cry. Oh, unlucky, Anil. It does look like that's that for the Turks, though. Doesn't it? Let me know if you want to shout out before we go. Thank you, Julian. Congrats, Wales. Well said, Anil. See you in an hour. Well done, Wales. Commiserations to the Turks. Brilliant stuff. Could have been a landslide. Well played, Wales. Great stream. Well played, Wales. That's all we can say. I'm going to be back for Italy versus Switzerland. But until then, Wales top Group B, and we are all over it. Excellent stuff from the Welsh. Turkey 0, Wales 2. Join me in about 50 minutes' time for the Italians and the Swiss. All smiles from Gareth Bale and the Welsh. A deserved win. Thank you, everybody, for watching. See you in a little bit. And it's a big over and out from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I'll be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.